We are live. What's everybody doing today? Seed person was busy. We're going to try to keep the community going for the day. Wait for people to roll in. Make sure I got the link posted in the chat. Let's see. Oh, Galaxy made it. How you doing, Galaxy Solutions? You see a link there? I'm not an indoor grower. I don't have anything to show but some seeds. Crimson made it. Yep, you bet. We like to support each other in this community. I think I posted the link in the YouTube chat. But you see it there? I can't see it. I'm going to try to turn on the television so I can see what's going on YouTube. All right, is that the right one? It's been a minute since I did this. Make sure I got the right link. You're going through some seeds. Some nice little black ones here. With all my Loomis Kung Fu collection. Got 3 generations and then some. I did some reversals too. Let's see, where's the invite guest? Yeah, remember how to do this, I guess. And I have to stack some Loomis Kung Fu cross. Oh, you just crack some? Yeah, if I was better at this, I could go on my channel and show you what them plants look like. When Dabby Hayes just did a picture, he's got some of those plants. Well, he's got one anyway. 39 days in the flower. He posted a picture on his Instagram. Did a really nice job of lighting it up. Nice job with the grow. Really nice job with the photo. If I remember how to do this, I don't even know how to tell if somebody's trying to come in. Invite guest. Here you go. Okay. That should be it. Remember, quit hitting the back button. Get the remote here. Turn the television on so I can see the chat. I'm half blind, so well, of course this remote don't work. Yeah, it's hard to do anything too. I don't have anybody else up here keeping the conversation going. And try it on this television. That gas girl, yes, that's a very nice plant. One I grew looked like it was chrome plated. Yeah, so I got some seeds to send out anyway. If anybody's looking for some good seeds. Some nice crosses. Got some skunk #1 cross, some biscotti cross. Got some auto photo cross. Got a few polyhybrid pheno hunt crosses here to go through. Some really nice stuff. Yeah, I don't know how to tell. Oh, well. What we got in the chat? Flower Felon, Galaxy Solutions, Crimson. One more quarter. Anybody got a grow to show off? Crimson, you want to come on and I don't know if everybody in this community knows who you are or not. And we got the cheap home grow community tonight, 7. If you're not subscribed to them, good place to get information. All you got is peppers, huh? You growing some ghost peppers? Pepper plants are content. They pretty much like the same requirements as cannabis. Hmm. Yeah, I was hoping some of the people that's growing my seeds right now would come on and show some. I only know of one really that has plants to show. Loomis Kung Fu. The traits. Well, one of the as far as morphology, one of the traits that I bred for was the long colas instead of the short, dense ones that are prone to butter rot. So where some plants will have they'll have an ounce packed in a 12-inch section. Mine will be 24 inches and half the size. You'll still get the same yield or better. Well, actually, you'll get a better yield than you will off them Afghans with the really big buds. I tried to lean towards the sativa side of things and just keep the early harvest time. So yeah, it's more of a uplifting, instead of the couch lock. But it's you can hurt people with it. You don't build a tolerance to it, and if you grow it right and cure it right, it's just like smoking dabs. I mean, you'll get head rushes every time, every joint, first couple hits. People have been known to fall off their chairs. It'd be something you wouldn't want to give a lightweight to when they were driving. But I have some pictures. I can message you pictures of that particular plant. That's what those seeds come off of. The Loomis Kung Fu anyway is NL5 female, bred by a AK-47 male. The AK-47 was like a F6 from Illinois. Some guerrilla growers down there. I brought some of those seeds back, and I was growing the AK for a while, using that male to pollinate everything. The best, most popular, best productive, most potent clones that were in the black market. And I picked out the NL5 is what I was going after. I'm breeding for trimmability. I do not like all them leaves packed in the buds. Hey, Western Maine man, how you doing? Yeah, I used use this as an excuse to get started. I've been wanting to come back on for a while, but been pretty preoccupied. It's been pretty hectic, and then me not being an indoor grower, I don't have any plants to show. You only show a trash bag so many times. Trying to stop worm infestation. Yeah, my plants are pretty hardy. They I direct sow them in the fall or late winter after I know they're not going to germinate, and let them overwinter in the soil. They pop up on their own, usually about April, and they'll grow a little bit. They'll sit there dormant somewhat when it gets cold again, but they'll sit right there and stay green through 27, 28 degrees sustained temperature overnight. Even if the soil don't warm up enough during the day to grow, they'll just stay dormant till it's time to start growing. Soil warms up, they take off. Hey, Young Reddy made it. Nobody brave enough to hop up here? Nobody got anything to show? We got 8 people in the chat. I don't know how to tell if even, yeah, I don't know how to even tell if somebody comes knocking without opening up to invite guests. Yeah, yeah, I have some auto photo cross to hunt through there, J5. I crossed my polyhybrid male onto a couple of those autoflower females. See what kind of short flowering time might come out of that. Kind of hard to roll and nobody up there talking to. Yeah. Yeah, you need to try some of my Galero seeds. Oh, they'll finish on time. Even the cross that I passed out, it's got a pretty good trigger time on it. End of September. Way, well, no, I shouldn't say way overdone, but they're overdone at the end of September. I think this year I let them go till September 21st because I had seeds on them. Or no, that was last year I made that cross. I actually didn't grow any of my strains. I grew all new crosses and seeds that people had given me, sent me. So I didn't grow any tested genetics this year. I found out some of the seeds I made last year were pretty nice. I got enough seeds here to plug up the mailbox, though. Yeah, I do have some earlier versions of Loomis Kung Fu to let go. Some F3s, some F4s. We've got the Galero F1 and F2. Got a bunch of unlabeled seeds. Pheno hunts. And just seeds off with some F1s. I was kind of hoping there'd be more people growing those seeds I sent out. Come on, show them. But everybody's got so many seeds. Hard to get a seed sprouted. I need 100 acres to grow the seeds I got. Lost my dry erase board. I can't even break that out. Kind of smoke you getting into up there in New York there, Reddy? Still working on those moon rocks? Must be another show going on, eh? You only got 7 people in the chat. Smoking got an ounce. With J5, you hopping from chat to chat, or what? There's more shows on right now. I was going to try to move some seats today. It's kind of hard to do with 8 people. Running errands. Yeah, I wasn't really asking. Like if you were busy, I was asking if there's other shows going on. I figured more of the community would show up. There must be something else going on. Are they all hung over? Ready, you need to get yourself a grow room. You can't have a dog kennel there in that building. Get you a couple 600-watt high-pressure sodiums. Throw them in the closet. Send you some seeds. Past church. Yeah, I remember that now from last week when he didn't have a show. No, now that you say that. You're getting a tent. Good deal. Grow room chores, yeah. Yeah, got to keep them rooms clean and stable. I did virtually nothing to my crop this year. Most of my crop was volunteer seeds. The rest of them I just direct sowed them last winter. Just let them go. Didn't water them, didn't feed them. Didn't trim them or nothing. They did not do like my plants normally do, but I had enough of them. My Galero, that is my AK NL5 cross taken to F3, then bred to White Widow, and then I bred it back to Loomis Kung Fu once after that. And because the only seed I got of it was one female. But then I selected a pair that was like the White Widow and F2'd those. That's my early maturing one, and that's what that's what I cross onto stuff for shorten the cycle. Damn, it's hard to read this chat. Where's As No Grows been? I ain't seen him around. I sent him some of my best seeds. He should have some nice plants by now. Huh. Yep, definitely worth it. Hmm. Well, I guess we can head over to a more popular show. I figured the seed person community didn't have a chat today. So let's fire this up. But let's say you already have your strains picked out for the first grow, Western Maine. Well, that's a hard one. So many choices. That's why I end up having so many plants. Yeah, I need somebody that does some embryo rescue to do some seeds for me. We got some legendary seeds here, but they're about 30 years old. Not stored properly. I need to hook up with somebody who does that. My first strains, well, it depends on what you mean, because my first strains I grew were bag seed. They were mostly Afghan dominant. I did have some big indicas. I guess I got to check the door. But yeah, when it became legal, then my whole world changed. That's when I started getting named strains. I've never bought a seed. Like before that, it was just bag seed. And then when it became legal, it was getting named cuts, which was back then it was Moby Dick, which was probably the most potent strain I've ever grown. I did not like the taste. It reminds me of that smell of the blue toilet water. NL5 was one. White Widow was one. Captain Ahab was around. Carmelicious, that was a pretty good one. Skunk Red Hair, that was a really good one. I did some breeding with that, but lost those seeds. Yeah, Skunk Red Hair is a really good plant. Skunk number 1, I wasn't really impressed with that at all, besides the growth traits of the plant. But yeah, NL5 for sure. Yeah, but I never followed trends, and I didn't update when everybody else did. I started breeding seeds because when I went back to get my favorite cut, it was no longer available, which was the NL5. So I had to get it from somewhere else. And I just started making my own seeds. So I didn't run into that problem again. See what else we got in the chat. Yeah, that White Widow definitely added some nice traits. All right. Well, nobody wants to come up and show anything off. I just had some company show up. So I'm going to hop off here and we can go over to one of the other shows. But thanks for coming. I'm going to try to come up with some more content, keep my channel fired up. Pick a different time when airway's not already plugged with streams. Come up with a time when everybody's available. Nothing else is on. Maybe Thursday before the dog podcast will go on. Maybe I'll try that. Like Thursdays at 7 or something. Well, till next time. I'm out.